Hey guys, what's up, Zach here. Today we are here, my top 5 mods on F1 2014 PC. I know a lot of people will be commenting down below, can you get these on Xbox and PS3? Well, sadly you can't. This is only for PC, this one, guys, so just keep that in mind when watching this video. And yeah, so number 1, or number 5, whatever order I want to say, they're not in like order of which one I think's best, they're just my sort of top 5 mods I think you should actually download. Is the Williams mod, the Williams sort of livery mod that makes it look like the one in real life, because obviously they made it different in the game because they couldn't have the certain red lines and stuff in the game, so they had to go and make it look different. So some modders on PC have already decided, or they decided like on the day of release, to go out and make a realistic Williams livery, and you can say it looks very good. And there are lots of different sort of versions of this. I'm just going to leave the link to the highest rated one on Race Department, because I'm sure that's the one you guys want to see the most. But yeah, I think this is probably the one you want to download first. If you get F1 2014 on PC, this is probably the first one you want to download. Then it makes everyone's liveries look like they do in real life. It's the most simple one really to download. I think there is actually one that can make the pit crew overalls and everything the same colours as well, but I've just got one that changes the livery of the car. So yeah, and I don't know whether it changes the colour of the helmet as well. I'm not too sure, but yeah, that's my first mod that I think you guys should download on F1 2014. Let's move on to the second mod, and this is a tyres mod. And I bet you're thinking, what tyres mod? What does he mean by that? Well, basically, it's a mod that makes the tyres look even better. It makes them look a bit more realistic. For example, when you pick up sort of debris and you pick up rubber throughout the whole stint, you will be getting sort of extra rubber on your tyres, which you can see in these pictures here. And also with lockups as well. I'm not too sure why. The gameplay I'm showing you, I was really trying to make the car lock up, but I couldn't seem to get the tyres to look like they do in these pictures here. But I have had it happen to me a lot in my career mode series, so maybe it's just something I'm doing wrong in qualifying. But over long race distances, you will be seeing the tyres looking up, and you will be seeing the tyres look worse over time, which I think is a very good mod. It's a very well done mod, and I think it should be one that you go and check out. Of course, I'll leave a link to that in the description of this video, so you can go and see if you want to download it for yourself. Anyway, let's move on to the third one that I think you guys should go and have a look at, and this is the realistic damage mod and the AI mistakes mod. In all honesty, guys, this is probably my favourite mod on F1 2014. It's just so much more fun racing with the realistic damage and also the AI making mistakes. So you can see here, that wouldn't have happened if I was just playing the normal game. There's no way that I'd have lost my front wing into turn 1 there. I sort of just pushed into the back of Science. And you can also see the AI making mistakes and losing their front wings as well. So it's kind of hard to actually show the AI making mistakes without doing a longer race, really. But the AI do sort of go offline more, and they do crash into each other. And before anyone comments, I was trying to cause a crash here. I don't drive like this normally, but I was trying to, you know, cause crashes and show off the mod a bit. And, you know, seeing the AI, they do get damage as well. I know there's some mods out there where you can just have it so the AI have damage and I have damage, for example. So you can make it different in different mods, but this is just the one that I like the most. It means that the AI get damage as well as I do. So, yeah, I'm sure there are other mods out there if you want to have one that just makes it so you have damage, or just makes it so that AI have damage. But this is my favourite one because it also includes the AI mistakes thing, which I think is quite funny as well. And you can see here, I'm just trying to not get a penalty while showing off this mod. But yeah, overall, I've got to say this is probably my favourite mod, just because it makes the racing just so much more fun, and it makes it just a bit more interesting in general. Seeing the AI make mistakes, you can see we're down to 14 cars, and you can see there, easier to take out cars if you're doing that sort of thing. Took out quite a few cars by doing this. Obviously, I'm doing this on purpose, as I said earlier. But look at that, a lot easier to lose a front wing. If I just had the standard game, I doubt his front wing would have fallen off at all. I doubt even the end plates of his wing would have fallen off at all. So I think that's just showing this game, or this mod I should say, is quite good. I think it is, as I said, the one to download, the main one to download. The Williams is the one that you should download first, but this is probably the one you'll get the most fun out of, as it just makes the racing just a lot more fun. You can see we're down to 10 cars. But I went out and recorded some more races to get a bit more footage, and you can see some of the crashes. I probably would have just lost a bit of my front wing in the actual game, but I decided to rewind it and obviously have a look at that replay. And I'm sure people are going to comment down below. There are also mods from F1 2015 mods installed at this time of recording, so obviously you won't look like this when you actually download them in real life. You won't have all the skins and stuff. You've got to download all those separately, but you can make some quite spectacular crashes with this mod, I'm not going to lie. Would you guys like to see a crash compilation with realistic damage? I don't know, that might be something you might want to see. It might make it even better than the other crash compilations that I've done. But look at this, I probably wouldn't have had any damage like in real life, sorry, not in real life, in the actual game. Probably wouldn't have had any damage from this crash here. But I think it's quite cool, the slow motions as well. But yeah, look at that, destroys the front left-hand side of the car, and the rear wheel ends up nearly in the back wheel. And like crashes like that, they're the ones I think it's most impressive at, because in real life, obviously, you would lose a wheel or you would, you know, crash and whatever. But in the normal game, you probably wouldn't have any damage from that whatsoever. And I think that's where this mod is most impressive, because it really does magnify the scale of it. And I don't think it goes too far. Some of the mods do go too far, and it makes it really unrealistic. But I think this is about right. And this is actually, when recording a video earlier on, I got this bit of gameplay here. A bit of a spectacular crash there. I thought that my rear wheels just exploded at the time, but I didn't realise that there was a Toro Rosso right behind me and actually crashed into me. But yeah, that's from a video I recorded some time ago now, but I just thought I'd throw that in there as well. It's quite a funny crash. And yeah, hopefully you guys liked that addition to this video. And let's move on to the next mod here today, and that's the helmet mod. Well, I've got to say, I've actually installed this mod slightly wrong. So I get all the helmets and everything, but in the menu I just see the old helmets, if that makes any sense. So I don't have the pictures of the new helmets in my helmet selection screen. So even though I have them, I still have the old helmets to choose from, which makes it sometimes quite confusing about which helmet's actually which. But I'll show you guys some pictures, some sort of HD pictures of the uploader, put these on Race Department, and I thought I'd share these with you guys, as it really does show the helmets off in a better light. I mean, look at these are absolutely amazing. You must have spent a lot of time on these, and you can see some of them have inspiration from certain teams, others don't, and obviously ones like that, the Ferrari. That's sort of like a Nico Rosberg helmet, isn't it, without some of the logos. Then there's a Williams alternative helmet, and there's another alternative helmet for Nico Rosberg. I think that's just a nice variation in here, and I'm sure if you're an F1 modder and you haven't downloaded this, you're going to be going over there and downloading this straight away, because it's a very, very good mod. And my favourite one's actually the Red Bull ones, like that one. I really like the Gen 9, is really cool. And yes, so let's move on to the last mod I've got here today, and that is the Sky F1 or Sky Style HUD. So you can see in the top left hand side of your screen, that is a different sort of style HUD to the one you'd get in the game. Now the one in game is kind of a little bit boring, and I think this mod, even though it's very, very small, it doesn't make a huge adjustment to the game. It actually makes it a lot more sort of realistic in a way, because it looks like what you have in real life, and in a way it makes it a lot better, which the small adjustment makes it a lot better. So I think this is a good one to download. It makes it look a lot nicer, the actual gameplay to watch as well, I think. And yeah, that is my last of my top 5 mods. There are other mods I like as well, like the alternative camera mods, which I'll probably leave a link to that down below as well, because you saw that throughout the whole video, different camera styles and everything. And yeah, so they're my top 5 mods of F1 2014, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. I'll leave a link to all of these down in the description of this video. And yeah, this is just my personal top 5. If you want to leave your top 5 mods in the comment section of the video, that would be good as well, so we can see the variation. If you want to also leave links to that as well, like links to the mod as well, that would be appreciated. But make sure it's like a Race Department link. I don't want any like spam links or anything, guys, because I don't want anyone getting like viruses or whatever. So make sure it's a legitimate link. I will be going through the comments and making sure there aren't any sort of fake links in there. So yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. It's been Axel out here. Goodbye.